Hall of Fame and presentation dinner. I'm Cameron Walter, and I begin tonight by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we gather tonight, and I pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people here this evening. First up, I'd also like to acknowledge and welcome the Hall of Famers that are with us here tonight: Ross Gregory, Wendy Kemp, Malia Harris and Vinesh Bennett. Now, most years I stand up here to read out the award winners, keep the speeches running to time, and to get you all back to the bar before it shuts. I host this night. Tonight, for the first time, I'm not just hosting it. I am here to tell you something, and then I'm here to ask you for something. Look around this room. There are players here who have pulled on the green and gold and beaten the world. There are coaches, managers, umpires and officials who have given this game their weekends and their nights for decades. There are parents who have driven back and forth countless times to training and long distances to nationals, supporters who have never missed a tournament, and centre owners who have kept the doors open through some very hard years. This sport is not a pastime to you, it's a life. I know because it has been mine too. So let me talk to you honestly, because I think we've all earned honesty. In 2009, Cricket Australia took on indoor cricket. The intention was sound. The idea was that the biggest name in the game would lift our sport, fund it, and carry it further than we could carry it on our own. And in fairness, some good came of it. The green and gold kept flying, the pathways kept running, we kept winning. And we have to be honest about that too. But here is the truth. Indoor cricket was always going to be a small format in a very large house. And over those years, the house got more expensive to run. Costs rose, insurance rose. Then COVID arrived and shut our doors, and in some cases for good. Centre owners wore that, absorbing costs they could not pass on. Players wore it too, paying more to play and some walking away because they no longer could. Officials and volunteers kept showing up for less. Head office did not carry that, we did. And a national body, stretched across the whole of cricket under its own real pressures, made its choice. Indoor was set aside. Now, I won't stand here and pretend that they were villains. They weren't. In fact, Cricket Australia supported our form of the game through some very difficult times. But I will say the thing we've all known for a while now. Despite the best efforts of some dedicated individuals over a long period of time, indoor cricket became an afterthought in the halls of Cricket Australia. A sport that is somebody's afterthought cannot grow, and we are nobody's afterthought. Think about how strange this is. Indoor cricket is a format that Australia dominates. We are world champions. The one game we own outright on the global stage was the one quietly left in the corner. That ends tonight. Tonight, I can tell you that indoor cricket in this country has a home of its own again. We've formed a new national governing body built by our people for our game. We are Australian indoor cricket. Yeah. Tonight, I'd like to tell you a little about what's in store. Leading our new national body is its inaugural board, and it's my privilege to introduce its members to you tonight. Hall of Famer and former Australian men's coach, Ross Gregory. Australian women's coach and former Australian vice captain, Billy Floros. Long-time indoor cricket administrator and former state cricketer, Brianna Binch. Long-time indoor cricket administrator and Australian Masters player, Jess O'Reilly. And serving alongside them as your inaugural chair, it is my privilege and my responsibility to lead this board. Take a good look at this group. We've gone for experience, top to bottom, national, state and local. Players, coaches and administrators who have run this game at every level and run it well. And I want to be deliberate about something because it matters. Two of the people in this group spent years inside Cricket Australia, running indoor cricket well within the structure they were given. They're not here as delegates of anyone. They're here because they chose to be, bringing hard-won experience to a new body of their own free will, because their belief in this game outlasted the structure that once held it. That tells you something about the calibre of people we'll have around the table. And this board is not finished. We will be seeking further expertise to round it out. And from tonight, we are inviting expressions of interest. If you believe you can help govern and grow this game, I want to hear from you. Now, some of you here tonight know me, but many of you, especially the younger faces in the room, and there are more and more of them, know me only as the bloke with a microphone, the commentator or the MC. So, as I take on this role, let me tell you how I actually got here, because it was not through a microphone. I came to those roles after decades in this game, 30 years. I started as a junior, the same as many of you. Then I umpired. I was a cricket coordinator. I managed a centre. I ran a Super League club as its president. I served as a state chair. I've coached or managed teams at every level. I've been to more nationals than I can count, and I can still remember every ball of World Cups going back decades. Now, I'm not telling you that to impress you. I'm telling you so you know that whatever I ask of this game, I've already asked it of myself. I've done the unglamorous jobs, I've swept the floor and locked the doors at the end of the night. And the most important thing on that list is not a title at all, it is this. I believe in this game. It has kept me coming back for 30 years. And the thing I want most from this role is to help others find what I found in it. To help the next kid, the next family, the next player and the next volunteer discover why this game is worth a life. Now, I'm not going to pretend that we have all the answers tonight. We don't. But what we do have is a plan to find them, and we find them with you. 3 things. First, we consult widely. Players, officials, umpires, coaches, support staff, fans, parents, and the centre owners that keep the lights on. No single group speaks for this game on its own, but before we decide the future of this game, we're going to listen to the people who live it. Every voice in this room has a seat at this table. Second, we think nationally and act locally. One proud identity, national standards, national pathways, one team on the world stage. But decisions made close to the floor by the people who know their own centres, their own clubs and their own communities. Because nobody knows what your game needs better than you do. Third, within our first year, we will deliver a 3-year strategy, a clear plan to grow the game here at home and to hold our place at the top of the world. Not a slogan, a plan with targets that you can hold us to. I'm not going to sell you a fairy tale. There will be short-term pain. Standing up a new body takes money, time and patience. There will be gaps before there are gains, and there will be times when progress feels painfully slow. I would rather tell you that now plainly than have you find it out later. But here's why I'm not worried. Everything in this game, everything it needs to succeed is already in this room. The passion is here. The expertise is here. The know-how to coach a team, run a centre, officiate a final and beat the world is sitting at these tables right now. We do not have to import it, we just have to use it, and we will. So tonight I'm asking you to lean in. If you have something to give this game, we want it. Time, knowledge, a skill, a contact, access to a service or a door that could open for indoor cricket. Whatever it is, bring it to us. Our network is vast. Sitting in this room and standing behind the people in it are players, officials and supporters who reach into business, sport and community right across this country. We have never once leveraged that properly, and that changes tonight. If you can help this game, I'm asking you, step forward and help it. And here is what I'll promise you in return. You'll not have to guess what I think, and you will not have to wonder where I am. From tonight, I'm available to every single one of you. Players, official support, staff, fans, parents, proprietors, anyone with a stake in this game. My contact details are available at that QR code. And I mean it when I say my door is open. If you have an idea, I want to hear it. If you have a concern, bring it to me directly. This is your governing body, and I work for you. We've been the best in the world at this for a very long time. We did that without a home of our own. Imagine what we do now that we have one. Now, we'll take a short break for your entrees and return soon with the presentations, but I want to leave you with this. Indoor cricket has always been a team sport. Tonight, for the first time in a long time, we get to pick our own team. We have our name back, and we have each other. Let's go and build the next chapter together. Thank you.